Ah, welcome to the fire. Make yourself comfortable as I tell you a story about how a goblin found themselves serving a wolf god, or at least what they think is a wolf god. How a PC unknowingly ticked off a major god, accidentally beginning the path of godhood. R/D&D stories posted by Noob with a Cube. Greetings all! This is my first post, and I'm starting to write this post at 3 in the morning, so please, be gentle. Hello, far friends. From mountains to moons, we may be distant, but I bring you good news. The news of the Wolf of the Lone. Will you please give a scarred shaman a moment of your time? If you are goblin, like I am, then you have likely heard tales of the Mighty One, the god Magalubiet, and how he slayed all other gods that did not bend the knee. How he united many peoples under his gifts of fear and subjugation. I am sorry, far friend, my memories overwhelm. My rebirth came under the reign of Clark, the would-be chief. I was supposed to be on guard outside of the cave, me and my brother Galtar. However, nature called, and we both ignored our duties. It is when I began to relieve myself that the grass turned to a slick substance under my feet. The small push backwards, throwing me onto my back. After that, I do not know as the pain came. My entire world was fire. Everything I knew was pain and burning. I do not know how, but I seem to have made my way to the river to douse the flame. I vaguely remember a pull, someone, something pulling me out of the water where I would have surely found my blubbery end. Next I remember, it is night. I am licked awake by one of the wolves that had been chained in the cave. Her maw was stained red with the blood of my clansmen. I did not weep for them, whipping daily while being forced to listen to the mad rantings of a crazed bugbear. They were not worthy of my tears. What was my body, half of my face and most of my body covered in horrendous, painful scars. Not soon after, the larger wolf came. The moon was full as the wolf walked past me and into the cave that the wolves had now claimed. It told me not to fear, and after I had let it pass, I dared not look back. Soon the aching pain all over my body begun to ease. Not too much longer, the wolf came back out, dragging bag after bag of stolen goods that the clan had raided from passing merchants. Then, right as it had dragged every bag to the edge of the tree line, it returned, and I knew. Inside of my mind, I heard the Wolf of the Lone speak for the first time, gentle and reassuring, with all the care and worry of a mother for a newborn babe. Still, the wolf only spoke one word to me, one command from my new god: build. With that, the wolf left one of every tool and a box of nails, then left. Knowing that I have been touched by some sort of divinity, I fell to the ground and wept openly. That night, the first night, I rested. The next morning, I began as my divine had commanded, and as if by divine prophecy, once I had built it, they came. The other displaced goblins from the other clans, a few bugbears who were just tired and wanted the free food of our burgeoning village, I dare not tell the ruffians no. It was several weeks before the Wolf of the Lone returned to my burgeoning village. Small huts had been brought up, and many of us had begun work on large log walls. When the wolf returned, they returned with another goblin by the name of Droop. He had been given a sword by a group of the Chosen of the Wolf. With several kills, he was at that point our mightiest warrior. Within another week, the wolf returned again, this time with 3 hobgoblins who had accepted the wolf's tutelage. After Bonekisser and his compatriots joined, the clan felt different. Our wolf felt different. Again, weeks go by before the wolf returns again. They had saved most of the residents of a village that had been under siege by a inquisitional paladin, and they too added to our number. The wolf stayed with us for a week, speaking to their preferred. Both Bonekisser and I prepared the clan. The Wolf of the Lone seemed bothered by something. It is not long after this that the Booyaga attacked with his small army of ogres and goblins. Our wolf transformed, and the avatar of the wolf was given name Gesh. Gish the Avatar and their chosen joined in the defense and fought off the small force. The wizard fled, and the group followed while I stayed behind. The teachings of the wolf came to my mind as I came upon the 2 surviving ogres. How the wolf accepts all. How the pack looks after the wounded. At the disgruntlement of General Bonekisser, I nursed the ogres back to health, and in a few days they had become the most staunch defenders of our faith. It is during this absence we all felt the change. Our wolf felt closer to all of us. When the wolf returned, their form was larger, white with arcane markings. I do not know how, but we all felt the spark of the divine within the Wolf of the Lone that night, and we all bowed as the wolf introduced us to our new packmates. A tribe of 80-some kobolds with a contingent of eggs with them. Tonight I write this upon receiving a dire proclamation. A hobgoblin war chief, dubbed Vidressa, the War Mother, has declared war on us in Magalubiet's name. I do not know why, but she sent a letter declaring that the Dark One's power compelled her to do so. Even the day before this letter, I have seen true miracles. A necromancer teaching magic to the most foolish among us, an ogre. The artificer tinkers in his new tower with his kobold allies, constantly bringing us the wonders of firearms and explosives. I write this for posterity. I know many words for a goblin, but I have eared my blessings. Wish this clan of barely 100 fools luck, for a force 300 strong is coming to knock on our door. My player's druid saved a goblin from the old grease plus firebolt trick. Freed the wolves in the cave with the specific deal that they weren't to harm a goblin not holding a weapon. Almost never came out of wolf form and accidentally convinced a goblin they were a god. The lie snowballed until the point our druid was able to absorb a spark of divinity on a quest, and now Magalubiet is ready to destroy them. Please note that through all of this, the reason the druid is mysterious and gives few but well-meaning directions is that they are shy and awkward. They never had any plans of going down this road, but now that they have, it's turned into a situation of, I don't really want this for myself, but if nobody else is going to do it, I will. Also, this is a story, but if anyone has advice for large army combat, I'm open to it. Now that's a fantastic story. I love how OP wrote it from the point of view of the goblin that they have saved, and how through their actions created an entire mythos. Now advice in regards for large army combat. Perhaps allow the players to work out strategies and how they set up their defenses. Perhaps even allowing each PC to lead a platoon or squad, such as having the ranger lead the archers. Use roles such as investigation to determine the enemy's tactics. Insight roles for determining weaknesses in the enemy's units, and charisma skills to keep your forces in line or intimidate the enemies. And that's our story. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more future content. Also, if you would kindly follow the socials posted in the description, that would be amazing. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.